Hiya and welcome to today's Dragon's Teeth. Just a couple of quick updates. First of all, yesterday, Sunday, Bedford Gladiators had their monthly all-day session. However, the weather here was looking pretty good, so I think I really needed to take the opportunity to start on clearing out the shed, which, is going to be a fair old project. So luckily the weather held until about 3 o'clock. We managed to get half the shed out and start clearing up and tidying up and throwing. I think we got a bin full of stuff at least to throw away. Then of course it started raining, so we had to quickly get everything back in, but it has cleared some space. You can now actually see the floor in some places, and it's a very good start. So that's the first bit done. That's the front half of the shed at least sorted now. Not quite emptied, but at least I know what is in there. And the next step, of course, is to do the same to the back half, which is going to be even more of a mess, because everything just gets shoved up to the back and forgotten there. And I'm sure there's a couple of flight cases and stuff in there that haven't been opened for a couple of years. Anyway, that's stage one completed. If you've seen the first of my book reviews, you may remember I looked at Terry Wise's Introduction to Battle Gaming, which came out, I think it was like 72, 73, something like that. And for myself, and I'm sure many of us, was my real introduction to proper wargaming. And I mentioned that I was sure I'd seen one of the scenarios from that book replayed in a fairly recent magazine. Well, I was having a look through the collection and I found Miniature War Games magazine. This is from September 2016, so relatively recent. And in this we find Centreville Refought, a memorial to Terence Wise. So this is Mike Batten and his group at Shrewsbury War Game Society basically replayed the American Civil War scenario in Terry's book. There's the original map. Now the scenario back then was fought using Airfix figures, so the group tried to get together as many Airfix figures as they could. They had to bulk them out with one or two other manufacturers. But what we get in this very nice article is the complete set of rules in one place, and then an account of the battle with some very nice photos to go along as well. And I think for me, the really nice thing is, although, as I say, this book, this scenario, these rules are 50 years old, what they say at the end here is, within minutes of the game finishing, to a man, they asked to refight the battle, switching armies, so the battle was refought. So there we go. What might be seen as a quite basic set of rules these days, 50 years old, fairly straightforward scenario, but it still works. Now in my mind, that replay from that book was the Second World War scenario, the Battle of Bratwurst Village. So the question is, did I imagine that? Is that the old memory playing tricks again? Or did someone else, or maybe these same people, also replay the World War II scenario? So if anyone out there knows, I'll be interested to hear. I'm going to have a look around my other miniature war games from about that time. I'll do a search online as well, because a lot of these articles, of course, end up online. So it will be interesting to see if the Second World War scenario played as well as that American Civil War one. Anyway, if you haven't got Introduction to Battle Gaming, it's very easy to get second-hand copies these days, and it just shows you that those rules and those scenarios, even after 50 years, can still give a good game. So that's it for now. The next big event I've got coming up is, well, I'm gaming tonight at Bedford Gladiators, but next Sunday we've got the Hereward show up at Peterborough, big war game show, so I shall be up there with my camera, doing my roving report a bit, playing some games, meeting some people, and of course buying some things that obviously I need. You can never have too many figures or dice or rule sets, right? Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.